September 1st. It's been 10 weeks maximum for the potatoes to grow too. I harvest those up, but these two I harvested before I talk about my potatoes. I got my another small bell pepper and orange one, and then I got my zucchini. I think I made a video before and called it a cucumber. It turns out it was a zucchini. I forgot what the heads of the zucchini looked like. That's okay, but I got 2 of those, so this is my second one I pulled out of there. But otherwise, I got small potatoes. These ones are small, but they're still edible. These ones turned out bigger. It's been 10 weeks total. So apparently my neighbor TQ is right. You got to plant them longer, but this is progress to show how big they get after 10 weeks, that I got an idea how they grew. These ones are so small, and I planted, and some of these are discolored, like this one's a little different than the red ones. I planted brown potatoes that my neighbor had harvested. She had these with seeds sticking out of them, or stems, if I could speak English, that were growing out of them, but this one's the only brown potato. These ones are going to be edible. This one looks like it's either a rat tail, or this is the birth cord with the babies on it. That's what a mutant-sized potato looks like. So it's September 1st. I'll post my garden and then my grocery haul. So I'll show you what my garden looks like. It's almost the end of summer. You can see fall's kind of going in with the leaves. It's kind of hard to see. I'll zoom in a little bit. See, the leaves are turning color. So it's almost the end of summer. I decided to start pre-growing the apple trees. I'm sure they'll come back to life after winter's done. You know, I don't like saying that word. I decided to put it near the sprue tree, or whatever it's called. I think it's a sprue tree is what my dad called it's called. I put some homemade mulch in here. This is what's left of. These are my potato buckets. So I put them by this tree, and he better not touch these. So far, he's been in my yard, but still, he better not be in my yard. So far, this one's a Macintosh apples. I know which ones those were. I Google searched them. This one's Wilson's tree. I put 3 whole apples in each. This one's a stump tree. That's a Macintosh tree. And what's left of my garden is still growing. So the potatoes, as you saw before, are basically practice potatoes. So we know they can go in for longer. But I figured in the middle of May would be a better idea to plant them this time. Okay. Zucchini plants still growing zucchinis and stuff. It's kind of hard to see them a little bit. There's like green in there somewhere. There's one right there. The tomato plant looks like it didn't make it. The strawberry plant over here is still alive so far. Looks like there's some bees in here trying to pollinate stuff. That bee looks confused. I'm not sure what that plant is right there. That one right there, I'm not sure. This one's either bay leaf or it's a cilantro. I can't tell. Turns out that other plant that was in one of these was actually a dandelion grown, which was kind of funny. And I'm guessing, I'm not sure what this one is still. It might be another, one of these is basil, one cilantro. That's the watermelon plant, obviously. And the cantaloupes look like pumpkins so far over here. The 2 small ones right there look like pumpkins. This one's on the out of the ledge, if I can speak English. And since my tomato plants were starting to go down, this is the jelly bean one my neighbor gave me. I don't know why it's called a jelly bean. They don't look like jelly beans to me. They look like they got ran over. This one looks like it's got a nose growing on it. This one's the orange bell pepper plant. I put my lettuce back out here just to see if it would regrow, just out of curiosity, instead of throwing it out. Not sure what this plant is right here. It's a squash of some sort. I think it's trying to grow a bulb. I'm not sure. We'll find out what that is if it grows. This one right here, I think it's chipotle peppers or something like that. They're hot peppers I grew. This one's another bell pepper plant. This one was the one I had the raspberries where I used that thing, the metal thing off the tomato plant in there, but it didn't grow, so I just threw them in there this morning before going to work. I did that a little early before the bus came, and apparently the bus forgot me at work, so I had to call work to correct that situation. I threw whatever dirt I could in here that was extra from the potato plants. These are actually, it's hard to see right here. You can see that little bulb right there. The one by the brown right there. Though that is actually acorn squash, so that one's doing good so far. I don't know if the carrot plant did good, if I bunched them up too much. Whatever carrots don't grow in here, it's just progress. My strawberry plant's doing okay over there, if I forgot to say that. But yeah, this tomato plant looks like it's rough. This strawberry plant's actually trying to grow a strawberry. It's growing a few of them. They're pretty dang small, though. First, I thought that was a raspberry, if they even make it. So, progress is going good. What I did was I took my dad's old wheelbarrow right here, and I tapped the potato plants in there, pulled out the roots and everything. I decided to see how big they were going to grow. So that's my way of reusing the dirt for the apple trees in the back. So what I plan on doing is I plan on doing another bucket with maybe potato or apples if I feel necessary, but I'm going to do 2 so far. So through winter, we'll see if they grow next year. I put some compost in there also. So far the plants are doing good. They're still growing. Some of them are still growing. Whatever doesn't make it before winter starts, even though I don't like saying that word. But so far the garden's doing good. So next year I might have the garden in the front yard. I think maybe I'll have it. I'm not going to have it on that side where he notched those trees. Maybe on the other side, up there maybe. Possible. I was thinking roughly like kind of up a little bit more, like not too far, a lot too far to the pole, but a little bit farther on the side over here. Maybe the garden would do better over there because none of these trees are notched. So that would be easier, so nothing will die. You get nailed by a tree, or I will scream at him if he does make me kill one of my plants. I don't want them to die. You know, I worked very hard on my garden this year, and I'm glad I got progress. I got a tomato out of my garden today. It's supposed to be a jelly bean tomato. It doesn't look like anything. Okay, now on with my haul since I just got back from food shopping not too long ago. This is my Super One Foods haul. I ended up spending around $200. I got whatever I could on sale. So I never tried this water, but we'll try it. I decided to try the tangerine one. And they had some mixed fruits that were on sale, buy 2 for $5, I think it was. And I got a, if I can speak, riced veggies because I needed more riced cauliflower. I have some still in my freezer, but I need some for a recipe I'm making. And I'll discuss my meal plan at the end pretty much a little bit, but I'll show the recipes I plan on. But otherwise, I got little potatoes because they are out of fingerling potatoes. And I still have that bag from my last food haul because I found I can use it in a recipe. I think it's for a crock pot or one of the ones, but it called for 2 pounds, so I got another bag. But this one's different, but I think it'll still work. They're small potatoes, so yeah. This thing ripped open, and I need this for ranch pork chops. I know this one's for ranch pork chops. I only need a certain amount for that, but... And I bought 2 things of cheese because I still had cheese left over. I got some, if I could speak English, mushrooms for making cream of mushroom soup. Like I said, I don't know if I remember, I said it in the other videos. I make cream of mushroom and cream of chicken. I measure it in like 10-ounce can size bags roughly, and then I just put them in the bag when they're cool, and then I freeze them, and then when I throw up my crock pot or whatever, I'll have them on hand so I don't have to rush to the store and waste money on canned stuff when I can make it homemade. I got 32 ounce of sausage. That was $8 or $9. It was either $8 or $9. I know it was on sale. I got baby spinach for a smoothie that I want to make. It's called Welcome to the Jungle. It puts me to sleep, obviously, but that's okay. I got 2 things of chicken. And I saw 2 halves of cantaloupe were on sale. I got that for Rosie. I got 2 different heavy whipping creams. They were cheaper than the Walmart one I bought before. I got a sour cream from there. I got a hell of a good dip. This was on sale too. These things were, most of them are on sale. Some of them I think weren't on sale, but I got 8 packets of gravy, and like I said, I do use this once in a while on hand, but I do like to make my own homemade gravy too. I got a small orange juice for a recipe. Can't remember which one it is. And I got raisins. I got some Parmesan cheese. I'm going to throw that in a freezer bag and freeze it. I'll probably make pizza crust or something with it. I basically bought oats just in case I couldn't get them at Walmart, just in case. So that's why I bought one from there. I needed 2 of them, but I decided to buy 1 just in case Walmart didn't have one or not. But it turns out they did, but that's funny. I'll show that in my next haul anyways. But I got some shrimp that called with the feta. The feta is supposed to be melted on here because supposed to use the shrimp with the skin on and everything, and you're supposed to boil it or cook it or whatever. That's going to be in a recipe that my driver guy that took me to an appointment said it's really good, and he let me pick up my feta on my way home last Tuesday. I had to go to my dentist appointment to fix my tooth because my tooth apparently collapsed. It was like it's a tooth up here, but it was like jagged down. I don't know if it collapsed or what, but he said it was starting to decay, and I had to wear my dentist. They had a hard time fixing it. Now my cheek on my right side's got a couple scratches on it. It's got to heal. So I'm eating my food on my left side of my mouth now. Try not to hit anything sweet and sour and hot seem to bother it. Cold doesn't seem to bother it though. But we're trying not to debate that hurts really badly there. Anyways, regardless, back to the haul. I got Parmesan garlic sauce. I checked to make sure this was gluten-free. This whole bottle, you fill it, you take it out, empty it all in a crock pot recipe. I can't remember which one I'm making that has that one in it, but otherwise, what you're supposed to do with this is, the lady says you take the milk mixture, basically take the milk and shake out the excess version of it for that. Regardless, anyways, I got a kombucha squash. I never ate that before. We'll try it and see what it tastes like, I guess. I got coffee that was on sale. I decided to get an emergency bag because you always need one when you're working. I got black pepper and chili powder. I got 2 Chipotles because I keep forgetting to buy them. Once in a while, I just try to buy the canned ones and the adobo sauce because my recipes mostly call for that. I got apple cider vinegar with the mud. This one was on sale. And then I got the Buy Boost drinks. Now, the app items are going to be inbox dollar ones, and there's actually an Ibotta one, which is surprising. The inbox dollars only gives you so much cents for them. I don't know if it counts for every single apple you bought or everything like that. But otherwise you get money for buying it. So I had to buy this stuff anyways. I needed bananas because Rosie's got to have her banana frosty treats, which is coconut oil and stuff. I got the measurements for that. It's coconut oil and some bananas, like 2 bananas. And you freeze them in doggy bone molds. I have a silicone mold I could show quick for that. Yeah, this is a silicone mold. I freeze and make her bones and all that jazz. Anyways, besides that, I got watermelon was another one. The avocados are for the smoothies. I'm not sure how much avocado goes in the smoothie. I think it's just half, but I just grabbed 4 just in case. So I know a few of the ingredients. I wrote them down so I know them, and all that jazz. But anyways, I got these. This one was the biggest potato I found, but I got 8 brown potatoes. That's another item for inbox dollars. In case I forget to say that again. And yeah, these are inbox dollars ones. The only one that was actually an Ibotta item was this one. I scanned to check if it was Ibotta based, so this one was. Poor Rosie was tortured while I was gone. She has to wait. I had to leave her dog food in here. It's going to be done around 4 p.m. I had to write myself a note to remember when to turn it off on. And she probably had to smell that food while I was gone. I feel sorry for the poor thing. But yeah. Anyways, I'll be back with my... I got another one of these chips. I got 1.5 bags left of the last haul. I didn't finish them. I bought myself some pumpkin Reese's, I guess, to put my sugars up for a little bit, because Halloween's coming up anyways, but it's okay. This I never tried. My friend told me to be careful. She's not gluten-free. She said that her friend cooked with that, and it basically almost caught on fire or whatever. I don't know. Some crusts should not be in the oven for so long. My dad had that problem when he was alive and everything back in the day when I used to visit instead of living in my dad's house and all that jazz. But anyways, I found some more rolled oats. And I got some Mott's juices. I'm not sure which one of these are all app items. Last time I did this one for Maryfield, it didn't count. I'm not sure if it'll count on the super one. We'll see if that one works. I'm not sure every single one is brand club. I'm sure they are. You'd have to get the app yourself because I'm not going to be able to remember all this. Because I'm starting to think I should just write a note and at the end mention which is app item and which one isn't. Because I only know certain ones I pay attention to. You can only remember so much. Plus it's hot outside. I guess the heat messes with your memory too. But anyways. Cocoa powder, I got the cheap one. This I got for my popcorn because I usually had the maple one that I liked from this brand that is good on popcorn, by the way. You can flavor popcorn. I got 2 dried mangoes. I got this chia tea. Never tried it, but I guess I'll try it since it's gluten-free and sugar-free. The grassland butter. I'm not sure if it's grass-fed or not, but this is one of my favorite butters, so it's unsalted. And I got Velveeta for a recipe. I got some almond butter and sun butter. I couldn't find cashew butter to save my life. I have 2 jars. One's open, one's not open. So I guess next time I'll buy 2 of those because I like to keep them in stock for apples and stuff like that. Recipes if they call for them. I got tahini. I got 3 things of almond milk. I got 6 grass-fed. They finally had the grass-fed meat, so I got that. I still got to eat the other meat though. I got 3 low-sodium bacons. For eating in case the recipe calls for it. I got 2 broccolis. I got 3 of the cauliflower because I love the cauliflower. She wants to be in the video, I guess. Like cauliflower mashed potatoes. You make them with mashed potatoes on their own. I got 2 spaghettis because you never know when you eat spaghetti noodles for a recipe. If you can't get those bow ties and they're not gluten-free, you can get other things to substitute. Big thing of juice, so I have juice on hand. So I usually use my juices to put my sugars up. I got 4 of these. Now, this is Rosie's food. 4 of these are 4 of each of the dark bean, or the dark red kidney beans. I got French green beans. I got peas and carrots. Those are all for Rosie. Rosie's meat is going to be all 4 of these. I got 2 normal ones for myself. So I'm keeping my meat and hers separated. It's for her food. I got some tomato sauce. I needed more of those. I got 3 of these because one of my neighbor Tiki asked me one time because she's trying to help her husband's cholesterol drop or whatever, and I said okay, she can use one because I wasn't using it anyways. I got 3 just in case an extra can is needed, but yeah. She was in the middle of cooking, she couldn't run to the store, so she explained that, which I'm okay with that. And I have 2 diced Rotel, cheap version of Rotel. I got some bacon, and I also have some lightly salted pistachios. I might make a trail mix with that. 2 all-purpose flours. And the app items for ibotta are going to be, the Toll House actually counted for that. These count for that, and so are these. Now these are going to count for ibotta and for fetch. Fetch counted those. Fetch, these ones aren't ibotta, but these are fetch based ones. The yogurts are. And I got this, which is going to count on inbox dollars. This one's going to be for inbox dollars as well as this. And that's pretty much my haul. So maybe I can, if I remember to do a sheet, maybe I could do a sheet and just show you which ones counted on which app, because I can't remember all of them. I can only remember the ibotta and the fetch, and not inbox dollars. I can remember that one, not the vegetables and stuff, but I'll see if I can put one at the end of this video. Maybe I'll make a sheet quick and see what I figure out which ones. I found out the Swifter cloths were also a part of brand club items. I wrote down the brand club items. There's lots of certain brand names. You have to look on here yourself. The ones I got and how much cents I got, it was all cents based. So those are all the things, and I didn't put the total on the bottom regardless. And I realized I forgot my meal plan. My meal plan for September, and I actually have my last month ones with dots on them because I have all the ingredients. So I just need to finish these 3. So I got 17 total. I got baked mahi, if I'm pronouncing that right. $1 Million cheese chicken casserole. I can't even read my writing. That's okay. And I got Mexican beef casserole, and I'm gonna make that. And these are just the folders that they came out of. That's why they have a dash right there. And there's Mexican queso soup. That's why I got more chips. Crock pot fingerling potatoes. That's for the small potatoes I was mentioning. The ranch pork chops, of course, I mentioned. Then we got pork chowder. And then we got paleo almond chicken fingers. I just put finger there. I realized that I put an S there. I got paleo orange chicken with cauliflower rice. And then crispy cheddar chicken. And then I got turkey, meatloaf, and broccoli, cauliflower casserole, and pizza casserole. And that's going to be my meal plan. So like I said, if I forget to do some of them, putting a dot in here lets me know if I still have the ingredients for it. So I thought that'd be easier to understand for myself. You know, you walk to your fridge like a zombie not knowing what to make, and this kind of makes it easier. It makes me motivated to cook more. Not trying to be lazy in my late 30s and try not to cook. I gotta cook something, but yeah. Plus I got my board over here with all the recipes I took out of each folder, so I still know where the recipes are.